This is Kivu News Today TV. Welcome once more again, dear followers and viewers. We hope that you are many to follow Kivu News Today TV on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram. This is your news and tidings sources from the Eastern DRC, and you are following us from Kinshasa, Rwanda, Uganda, Burundi, Kenya, Tanzania, South Africa, Europe, Asia, and the United States of America. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing to receive all our broadcasts. The M23 accuses SAMIDRC forces of contributing to widespread insecurity in the several entities controlled by the AFC M23, especially in Goma. Lawrence Kanyuka, spokesman for this political military movement, affirmed that the Sadc played an important role in the attacks against the M23 in the capital of North Kivu province. This is followed by the fact that the city of Goma has been facing insecurity and killings of all kinds for some time, something which the M23 attributes to the Sadc elements in Goma. The M23 also clarified that following this situation, Sadc military must immediately leave the city of Goma and other entities controlled by the M23. On its side, the Sadc rejects outright the accusation against it that its soldiers who are still in the city of Goma in North Kivu province were closely involved in the attack targeting M23's position in the city of Goma on the night of Friday to Sunday, April 12, 2025. This follows an M23 statement released 24 hours after the attack, in which the AFC M23 accused SAMIDRC of having a black hand in the attack that caused terror among the civilian population in Goma. What people are thinking about this misunderstanding between the AFC M23 leaders and the Southern Africa Development Community?
So as an analyst, as also a civil society and a human rights activist,
we are going to analyze this situation with Eric Gashango, a political analyst and member of the civil society in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Once more again, welcome.
You and I have followed this issue about the Sadc troops that should evacuate immediately the Congolese soil, especially the Goma soil, as you said, by the M23 leaders. So as an analyst, as also a civil society and a human rights activist, I personally think that if they think that it's the best moment for these people to leave, and if they think that maybe they are not contributing to the restoring of peace and security in this area, so they should maybe leave. But I don't know the main reasons that pushed or are pushing these authorities just to ask the Sadc troops to evacuate. So they are the ones who know the main reasons. But as I said, if really the presence is not useful, especially for them, so I don't think it's important just to maintain them in this area.
For a given time, the M23 leaders has just concluded the agreement with the Sadc, the SAMIDRC, just to restore activities at the international airport. How do you see this can impact when M23 at this time is asking the evacuation of Sadc military who are in Goma?
Well, I think as soon as these troops who had previously signed, agreements with these leaders, among them just to restart to reconstruct the Goma International Airport. Once they leave without finishing these activities, these works, so there will be this airport won't be reopened on time as it could be. So it means that the activities will take a long time than it could be.
There is no relation between Goma and Kinshasa through the Goma International Airport. What's this can impact economically?
Of course, this has got so many negative impacts as far as the economic situation is taken into account. As you can see, because you are also one of the Congolese citizens, you know that the Goma International Airport does facilitate too many operations. It receives people coming from all over the world, even those coming from the capital city of the DRC, Kinshasa. So from the time it has stopped functioning, we can't. So this movement has also stopped. People coming from Kinshasa, people coming from Europe, and who should just terrify or who should just reach Goma by via Goma International Airport, so can't these days because the airport is closed. So it has so many negative impacts, because you know that there's a huge number of the Goma population that was hired at Goma International Airport. There's we have the youth, we have the adults. So many people were used at Goma International Airport, like receptionists, like air hostesses, like baggage handlers, like drivers, like the guardians, etc., etc. So all these people can't work these days because of this situation.
Among the reasons which pushed the M23 to ask SAMIDRC's soldiers to leave the areas which are under control by M23 is that they contribute to the insecurity in Goma. How would you respond about this?
This question is a bit tough for me to answer, because I'm not I am neither a partner of the M23 nor a partner of the Sadc, but both are. So they are the ones who are well placed to answer this question, because all of us have recently saw how they sat together and conclude this agreement. So it's just surprising to see that only after a few weeks now they can't understand each other. The two parties, one party is accusing another party. So I think one side is accusing the other side of collaborating with the enemies who would like to disturb the security of the town. So I don't know if they have proofs, because what I know that the Sadc troops came here by the invitation of the Congolese government, and they said that the main mission was just to establish, to help the government establish peace and security in this eastern part of the DRC. So it can be shocking, not only shocking, but terribly surprising if Sadc, which is considered as peace-building team, if they can collaborate with the bandits who want to disturb the population. So if that's the case, I think anyone, because we are civilians, we are the population, we are members of the civil society. We are not militaries, we are not whatever. So what we need currently, we simply need peace. We simply need peace. So if they think, or if they have proofs that the Sadc troops are part of those who are now disturbing the town, because you and I saw how people are losing lives here in Goma. So I think in that case, they can, on one hand or on the other hand, be what maybe just to tell them to leave this town. I think this is a complex situation, because you know that the Goma population, why not the eastern population, and especially North Kivu, or why not South Kivu, the population has been suffering for a long time, and the population is terrified. It has been being terrified by different by bombs, by lack of sleeping. So if there are some bandits, some people who don't need peace, some people who want to bother, the security of the population. So I think they are in their word because they are the ones now who are ruling the town, and I think the security is in their hands. So to anyone or for anyone who's responsible for the town security, so they can be right just to say so, to not have a good eye on these people just behaving like bandits and disturbing people, especially at night.
These attacks has just perpetrated in the city when there is dialogue in Doha between Congolese government and the M23, both delegations. Do you think maybe this will not impact negatively to this dialogue?
Of course, I think as an analyst, I think they can on the one hand, but they can't also on the other hand. I think before peace talks start, there are some principles, there are some fundamentals. So I think because this is a conflict, as you know, this is not an internal conflict. This is an external conflict, and in an external conflict, there are two opposing forces. There's a protagonist and antagonist. So when the antagonist to stop the disagreement and sit around one table, it's not the best moment just to break, just to disturb. This moment that these two parties accepted to sit together and see whether they can bring back peace. So I think, of course, these attacks, I think they can somehow impact negatively, the continuation of these talks. So I think it's high time they brought the population peace. As I said before, we DRC Eastern part are sick and tired of the war. So I think the Congolese government should see, should use all its policy, all its maneuvers to see how they can put an end to this unending conflict, because remaining this conflict is bringing back the country, bringing back the country in useless tensions that will not help the country go forward.
At the side of the M23?
I think as they are the ones just controlling these areas, they should do their best to see how they can just protect and secure the population, because they are the security in the areas under their control is also under their responsibility.
Eric Gashango, we do thank you for having response to our questions.
You are welcome.